My secret son. My name is Rachel. I am 35 years old now. My life is very quiet, maybe too quiet sometimes. I like things to be controlled. I like routine. I always wake up at 6 o'clock. I have a secret. It is a big secret, and I keep it deep inside my heart. My secret is named Noah. He is my son, and he is 10 years old. Noah is my whole world, but I never told him about his father. Watch the video and see what happened to me. If you like this content, comment below, leave the like and subscribe so as not to miss any of our videos. 10 years ago, I met Daniel. Daniel was kind and funny. We were together for a short time. It was a wonderful summer. Then the summer ended, and I learned I was pregnant. I did not tell Daniel. I was scared. I was young, and I thought Daniel did not want a family. I just disappeared. I moved to a new city. I started a new life. I worked hard to be a good mother. I promised myself I would protect Noah from everything. I thought that keeping the truth safe meant keeping Noah safe, but secrets are heavy things. They are always heavy. I carry this weight every day. I was always thinking about the past. I knew the time was coming when Noah would ask the big question. That day was coming soon. I knew it. Our life was simple. We lived in a small blue house. Noah loved playing soccer in the park. I worked from home, writing reports for a big company. Every afternoon, we read books together. I loved listening to his laughter. His laugh was bright and strong. We had rituals. On Saturday mornings, we always ate pancakes. We talked about school and his friends. Noah was very smart. He looked like me, but he had Daniel's eyes. They were a bright hazel color. When I looked at those eyes, my heart hurt a little. It hurt because they reminded me of the secret. I tried to answer all of Noah's questions. He asked about the stars. He asked about history. He asked about how planes fly very high in the sky. I answered everything clearly and truthfully. But there was one question I always stopped short of answering. I was always very nervous when we talked about families. We saw other families at the park. They had mothers and fathers together. Sometimes Noah would look at them. He would watch the fathers playing catch with their children. I always pretended not to notice. I would say, "Let's go get ice cream now," or "Look at that big dog." I just wanted to change the subject quickly. I was afraid of the day he would push for the real answer. I knew I was living a lie. Living a lie feels cold, even on a sunny day. I was protecting him. I told myself this. But maybe I was just protecting myself. I wanted to keep the easy peace we had. I knew the truth was going to break that peace. I was preparing myself, but I was never ready. I was always waiting for the storm. The waiting was very tiring. The storm finally arrived on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. Noah was doing his homework at the kitchen table. He was drawing a family tree for school. I was washing the dishes. The kitchen smelled like lemon soap. It was a very quiet afternoon. Noah drew a small square for me. He wrote "Mom" inside it, then he stopped drawing. He held the crayon very tightly. He looked up at me with those hazel eyes. His voice was small. He said, "Mom, who goes here?" He pointed to the empty space above his square next to mine. I froze immediately. The water was running, but I could not move my hands. I thought, this is it. This is the moment I feared. My stomach felt like ice. I forced a smile onto my face. I said very carefully, "That space is empty, honey." "We are a family of 2. Noah shook his head slowly. "But the teacher said everyone has a father. Where is my father?" His question was simple, but it hit me very hard. It felt like a punch to the chest. I started talking too fast. I said, He was traveling. He is very busy." I tried to make the answer sound real. "But Noah is 10. He is not 5 anymore." He knew I was not telling the truth. He pushed his plate away. His bottom lip started to tremble. "Why do I not know his name? Everyone else knows their father's name." "Are you hiding something from me, Mom?" Guilt washed over me like a cold wave. I saw the hurt in his eyes. It was my fault. My big secret was hurting my son. I felt terrible shame. I wanted to tell the truth right there, but fear stopped me. Fear is a powerful lock. I thought, if I tell him the name, he will want to find him. Daniel might say no. Daniel might reject us. I could not risk Noah feeling rejection. I just went and hugged him very tightly. I apologized for being quiet. I promised to talk about it later. But later turned into weeks. I started avoiding the topic every time. I knew I could not avoid it forever. The conversation was hanging over us, heavy and dark. The next few weeks were tense. Noah was quiet. He stopped telling me about soccer practice. He stopped asking about the stars. My fear had created a silence between us, and silence felt worse than the storm. I realized that my control was breaking our connection. I needed to fix it. One morning, I looked at his drawing again. The blank space on the family tree was accusing me. I decided I had to be brave. I was going to find Daniel. I was not going to tell Noah immediately, but I needed to know the truth for myself first. I needed to know what I was risking. I remembered Daniel's old job. He worked at a design firm downtown, but that was 10 years ago. I sat down at my computer. My hands were shaking a little when I typed his name. I felt like I was opening a door to the past, a door I had locked very carefully. I found him easily. He was still working in design. He looked older in the picture, maybe wiser. He was smiling. Then I clicked on his profile picture to see more. That is when I saw the truth. He was standing next to a beautiful woman. They were holding hands. There were also 2 young children in the picture, a girl and a boy. Daniel had a new life. He had a family. He was a father already, but not to Noah. My heart sank immediately. A sharp pain moved through me. I closed the laptop quickly. I sat back in my chair, breathing hard. My decision felt so wrong now. If I brought Noah into this, I would only complicate Daniel's happy, existing life. I thought I missed my chance. I waited too long. I started to cry softly. I was crying for the lost time. I was crying for the decision I made 10 years ago. I was crying because I loved Noah so much, and I still did not know how to protect him from this harsh reality. Now I felt even more scared. Daniel had a family. He was going to reject me and Noah. He had built a whole new world without us. I was sure of it. But I also knew I could not live with the growing distance between me and my son. The secret was poison. I had to face Daniel. I had to tell him. It was the only way to heal Noah. I took a deep breath. I was going to send him an email. I had to be honest. I had to try. I sent the email that afternoon. It was very short. I just wrote, "Daniel, I need to talk to you about something important. It's about 10 years ago. Please call me." I waited for 2 days. I was looking at my phone constantly. I could not eat. I could not sleep well. I was just waiting. The suspense was terrible. Then the phone rang late on Thursday evening. It was a number I did not know. I picked it up right away. "Hello?" I asked. My voice was just a whisper. "Rachel, this is Daniel. I got your strange message." His voice was deep, just like I remembered. It made the past feel very close. We met at a small coffee shop far from my home. When I saw him walk in, my body felt weak. He looked at me for a long time. The 10 years seemed to disappear. I looked at my coffee cup. I could not look at him. I started talking quickly. I told him everything. I told him about the summer. I told him about moving away. Then I told him the biggest truth. "Daniel, you have a son. His name is Noah. He is 10 years old." Silence filled the small cafe. It was a heavy, terrible silence. I looked up. Daniel's face was shocked. He looked completely pale. He did not say anything for a whole minute. I thought he was going to stand up and leave. I prepared for his anger. He finally spoke. His voice was thick with emotion. "A son? Why, Rachel? Why did you hide him from me?" I started crying hard. I was scared. "I thought you would hate me. I thought you would not want him." Daniel reached across the table slowly. He did not touch me. He looked at me with sorrow, not anger. "Rachel, I always wanted a family. I looked for you. I missed you." He paused. "I need to meet my son." The next Saturday, Daniel met Noah. I was so nervous. Daniel was nervous too. Noah was just confused. They went to the park. Daniel was quiet at first. Then he started throwing a frisbee. Noah started laughing instantly. That sound, Noah's bright laughter, was the most beautiful sound in the world. They were playing together. It looked so natural. It looked so right. Later, Daniel told Noah everything simply. He said he was sorry for not being there. He said he loved him already. Noah listened very carefully. He looked at Daniel, and then he looked at me. Noah did not look angry. He looked relieved. Daniel explained that the woman in the photo was his sister, and the children were his niece and nephew. He was not married. My fear was built on wrong assumptions. I felt foolish, but so very happy. The truth did not break our family. It made our family bigger. It made it stronger. Love does not hide. Love only grows when you are honest. I learned that fear makes you blind. Being honest is the bravest thing you can do for the people you love. Noah sees his father regularly now. We are learning how to be a new kind of family. It is a little messy, but it is real. I do not have to carry the heavy secret anymore. I feel light now. My life is still quiet, but it is also full of real joy. If you are hiding a truth, be brave. Honesty is always better than fear. If you liked this story and want to learn more, subscribe to the channel, comment below, leave a like, and see the next story.